Hey guys, so I wanted to talk about chain rule. You're going to use chain rule anytime you're taking the derivative of a function inside of a function. One of my favorite composite functions is sine squared of x. The reason sine squared x is a composite function is because this function sine of x is inside of the function x squared. So we're taking the square of this entire function. The reason they write it this way is they want to avoid confusion with this other function, sine of x squared. This time it's the x that's being squared, not the entire sine. And just for the fun of it, let's do a third one where the x is squared and the sine is squared. Now let's take the derivative of all three of these functions. So first, for the sine squared of x, like we said, this is sine of x squared. So the inner function, the g of x, is sine of x. And we're going to take the derivative around that. This 2 will be brought in front, and it'll be to the 1 power. Then we're going to multiply that by the derivative of this g of x, the function inside. The derivative of sine of x is cosine of x. So 2 sine x cosine x is the derivative of sine squared of x. Now let's do sine of x squared. In this case, the x squared is the inner function. So we're going to take the derivative around the x squared. So what is the derivative of sine of x squared? Well, it's going to be cosine of x squared. And then we're going to multiply that by the derivative of x squared, which is 2x. This right here is the derivative of sine of x squared. So for h of x, where it's sine squared of x squared, first let's rewrite that as sine of x squared, the whole thing squared. So our inner function is this sine of x squared, and we're going to take the derivative around that. We're going to bring the 2 in front, and that's going to be to the 1 power, and then we're going to multiply it by the derivative of this inside stuff. This x squared is going to stay as x squared, and we're going to take the derivative of sine of that, so we get cosine of x squared. But then because x squared is also a function inside of all these functions, we need to multiply again, and the derivative of x squared is 2x. So this is the derivative of sine squared x squared.